Welcome to the Love Hub channel, where we discuss matters of the heart and give relationship advice to women. In today's episode, we are going to talk about the signs that he is intimidated by you. Remember, the Love Hub is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge women here. We are your safe space. And if this video will resonate with you, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember, no judging. Now let's get to the topic. Sign 1. Guys flirt, but never ask you out. A popular sign that a man is intimidated by you and your presence and the way you talk and move is when he flirts with you a lot but never really asks you out. It is a classic but confusing sign. Why bother flirting with someone if they don't have the balls to ask you out anyway? Maybe he finds out that you're confident, that you have a career, and that you aren't going to take any BS. They may feel a little bit intimidated by you. That can get really frustrating because it's not your fault that you have the drive and the ambition to have a great career. A lot of men are still very traditional when it comes to asking girls out on a date or when it comes to being in a relationship with a girl. So if they find a woman who is beautiful, career-oriented, focused, smart, all these wonderful things, then it might be a little bit intimidating for them because who's going to wear the pants in the family? Who's going to pay for dinner? There are so many questions that they may be asking themselves. Sign 2. They smile but don't approach you. Sharing a few smiles across a crowded room is usually a good sign that a guy is really interested in you and that he wants to get to know you more. As much as he might want to approach you, he's probably put off by your confidence. That says more about him than you. It's just in the way you hold yourself and the way you interact with people around you. He thinks that you are way out of his league, and he is intimidated by that. How you carry yourself, especially in a crowded place, can speak volumes. If you are confident in yourself, people around you will be able to see that and feel that. And for some guys, that's really intimidating. Sign 3. They don't look you in the eye. If you want to express your interest in someone, normally you'll look them directly in their eyes. A brave guy might still try to talk to you, but the problem is he doesn't want you to know how afraid he is. He'll avoid making any eye contact with you if he is intimidated by you. In some ways, it's actually kind of cute. He's like a puppy trying to get your attention, and they both want to be petted. But puppies are a lot more cuter, and most puppies are a lot more loyal than guys. Sign 4. They act awkward. Sometimes it is hard to tell whether a guy is acting awkward or is just kind of strange. Men who are intimidated by women might talk too loudly or not talk at all. They stiffen their stance, they push out their chest, and they fidget more than usual. They just seem more awkward and uncomfortable talking to you than other people. All of these are ways for them to deal with the feeling of inferiority. You also have to remember that in this day and age, people are more used to talking over the internet than they are talking to people face to face. Sign 5. They suddenly make an excuse to leave. You'll know he is intimidated by you when he suddenly makes an excuse to leave. Even when you are in the middle of a conversation, maybe you said something really intelligent and he just wasn't knowledgeable about that topic. Maybe you told him that you were getting promoted at work and he felt really intimidated by it. A man who is intimidated by a woman who is successful and intelligent probably had his ego hurt, and that's why he is making an excuse to leave the room. Remember, don't dumb yourself down just because a man can't rise up to your level. Just because you are a successful, intelligent woman doesn't mean that you have to settle for less. You will find somebody who is on equal footing as you. Remember, ladies, don't ever settle. You are worthy and deserving of somebody who can rise to your level. you deserve a real man. And a real man will not just suddenly make an excuse to leave just because his ego has been hurt. You deserve way better than that. Sign 6, they're insulted easily. No matter what you say to him, he takes it as an insult, as some kind of an attack on his ego or his self-worth. Oh, I got promoted at work. I bought this designer bag myself. He feels that you were attacking him because you're showing off your success. He's intimidated and thinks that you are constantly judging him. He gets defensive. If his ego is that fragile, do you even want to talk to him? If he's intimidated by you because you are a beautiful, successful woman, then yeah, he should be. Sign 7, they suddenly act competitive. Do you suddenly feel like the exchange has turned into an escalating tennis or badminton match? You talk about something and suddenly he has to share something that's even better. If he's being competitive whenever you are having a conversation with him, then yes, he is intimidated by you. He may come up with something more impressive than anything you have to say. He just has to. He can't help himself. He thinks it will make him seem like you are equal or that he's better. And then you realize that he's probably lying. Ladies, if a man is comfortable in his own skin and knows his self-worth, he will not go around competing with you on everything that you say. Who has the bigger car? Who has the nicer house? He won't do any of those things because he's not intimidated by your success. In fact, he's proud that you're successful. That's the kind of man you want. Sign 8, they rarely talk about themselves. If they don't talk about themselves when you are having a conversation, it could be a sign that he is intimidated by you. Now, if he's a good man, this is what he'll do. A better man will take the approach of simply not talking about himself because he is intimidated by you and he doesn't want to look bad. Instead of boasting about how amazing he is, he simply tries to learn more about you and find some common interest. It's a definitely better way to deal with someone who is more successful than he is. A small man will boast about how amazing he is and how he could do things better than you can and how his car is nicer than yours. But a good man, even though he's intimidated by you, will try to find ways to keep you interested and will find common ground with you. These are just some of the signs that show that a man is intimidated by you. Remember, ladies, know your worth. Don't ever settle for less. Thank you for tuning into this episode, and we can't wait to see you again.